incredibly embarrassing, but we are back now, and stuff should be working properly this time. Let me make sure that the command went through. Commands, if I wanted to do... Or, no, it was a point redeem. Man, okay. I don't remember how to do it. Was it an event? No. Was it a command? No, it wasn't a command. It was a redemption. Push channel points. Daily sand. Okay. Test command user will be Henio, because Henio didn't get their daily sand. So let's make sure that they do it. Henio 07. Okay, test command. Let's see if that works now. Yes, no. It should work, shouldn't it? Okay, well, it'll help if I spelled things correctly. Let's make sure this works. Nope, I broke it. I just flat out broke it. That's okay. That's okay. But I believe the daily point should be working now. Let me go ahead and check that very quickly just to make sure. Daily sand. It's not. Why are you not working? Something broke. Beautiful, something broke. Tell y'all what. When I get this thing fixed, I'm gonna set the amount to like 10. So that when you redeem it on the next stream, if you are here for this one, you will know, hey, I will get 10 grains of sand this upcoming time instead of the regular one. So that'll be sort of like an I'm sorry for not having the command up and running. To be fair though, this is a scuffed impromptu stream, so I don't want to focus too much on like the back end of stuff. I really just want to focus on the music. So keep that in mind. Daily Sand is currently not working, but will be working for the next stream tomorrow. It will be working then. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get to work. I have a project that I need to do. I was explaining this earlier, but I have a video that I posted a couple years ago where a bunch of people came to me and were asking, "Hey, can you make a sheet music for this?" And originally I was like, "Yeah, I could do that," and I just haven't gone around to doing it. So that's something that I need to do. And for reference, this is what the video is. It is me playing Lily Pads from Subnautica Below Zero on piano. And so I just literally played this like by memory. So that's going to be the first thing that we're working on, is we're going to be working on getting that done and getting the sheet music prepared for that. Will I be working on the sheet music during stream? Probably. Also probably not. Okay. I need to move some stuff out from around my piano because uh I've not cleaned out my bag that I took with me the other day. It's still got some like computer parts in it that I need to take out, but that's fine. It just needs to move. I need for this particular thing, I do need this. Let me make sure that this sounds good. Do I want it to sound different? So yeah, basic plan is first off, I want to get this done. I want to get the sheet music like at least 60% done today. After that, I've got like a bit of inspiration for a new track that I want to write. It's not part of a soundtrack. It's not part of um Broken Mirrors. It's just something that I want to write just because I have the inspiration for it. So that's the plan. That's where we're sort of going to be going today. Um, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I believe I need and I got a, an app on my watch that I want to try. It's called Pulse. All right, what is called Pulse? Yeah, Pulse. It is a metronome that I feel on my wrist. I believe the track is 110. Let me quickly go ahead and look that up very quickly on TuneBat, just to make sure, see what tempo we're working with. It's 112. I cannot really feel that. Yeah, I feel it more on the sides than I do on my actual, like if I'm holding the watch via the sides. Man, that's unfortunate. I thought that was going to be a cool thing that I could use. Unfortunately, guess not. I want to change the haptics, but I can't. It's just as use silent mode. But I don't see a way on how to change the haptics to be stronger. Man, okay, that's unfortunate. I do have a click track here that I could use. Do I want to? Kinda not. But I will keep it there anyways. Let me go ahead and pull up the stream very quickly on YouTube just so that I can make sure that stuff is happening the way it should. And that I'm not missing any chat messages. Because I think multi-chat has been dropping some YouTube messages and it's kind of annoying. Because I really do appreciate everyone watching on YouTube. But, okie dokie. Let's go and let's get started on this. Because I've wasted too much time. Want to say 112? Hello, 112. Nope. There we go. Okay. Why are you spaced so weirdly? What the heck? Bruh. Why do you do this? It doesn't even matter. Alright. I'm just gonna try playing this through and we're gonna see how it goes. We're not really worried about quantizing everything just yet, but just getting the main ideas down. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the click track. I thought that would be a little bit better, but nope, it is a little annoying. Whoops, my bad. Whoa, hang on. I forgot my pattern for a second. Hold on, what am I doing? That's what it is. Okay, hang on. I need to take off my headphones for a second because I need to listen directly from the piano. There's a little too much latency right now for me to properly play. So I'm just gonna unwrap like an old pair of headphones that I got, plug them in, and I will not be able to hear any PC audio for a hot second. So let me get this done, and then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled programming. For now, I need to plug this in. Okay, that's set to an orchestra. Cool, let's fix that. Alright, probably for the better if I just completely turn this off and then turn it back on. Ay, 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 ay. I need to. There we go. I got it, goes. And let me just make sure that this is working the way I intended to. Oh, Chad, that feels so much better. Holy crap. Like, actually, like, hearing it in my ears real time. So, I've been using this setup for a while. With the capture cards, it, delays the audio quite a bit. Um, and so having it be in real time is actually really nice. I did not think I would actually miss this. But on the bright side, we are getting a new PC setup, so I won't need to do the dual PC current setup right now. It'll be a lot nicer. The capture card will be used for the PS5. We'll play Days Gone. We'll do Spider-Man Remastered. Maybe Spider-Man 2 if I can get clearance for that one. Um, who knows? But yeah, no. So let's try this one more time now that I actually have a better ear for this. Let's just see where we go. I totally hit the wrong note there. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and scrap that one for now. Actually, I'm gonna do it on a new take. Because it wasn't bad, but there was also some stuff that really needed to change. So we'll put it on a new playlist. We'll keep that there, and we'll sort of just like pick between the best. I felt myself speeding a little. That's because every time I play this song, well, first off, I haven't played this song in who knows how long. I think probably since that video came out like 3 years ago, and people have been asking for it since. And so that leads into my second point. I'm a little rusty. There were a lot of parts there where I was like, wait, what do I do again? Where do I go? That's the problem with coming up with music like this from scratch is that you don't really know how to write it. Um, you don't really know exactly what the strategy is here for this, but I am pretty happy with the fact that we were able to play through all of it with like very minor mistakes. So I think right now we'll just take a bit of time just to work on it and just to focus on it. So I'm gonna hit record and we're just gonna go again. I think probably at maximum I want to do like 3 takes, and then from there we'll start like quantizing, we'll start editing. But let's go ahead and let's start off with that. Whoa, hang on, let's try that one more time. Hang on a sec. I need to like work on this bridge for a second because it is it's getting to me. I don't remember how it goes, so let me give it one more try. I keep landing on that B. I need to land on the C. Or not the C. I need to land on the A. Ah, man. Okay. Okay, at least that course is feeling a little bit more familiar to me. Why is my desk moving? Give me 1 second. Okay. Um, let's try that again. I'm just gonna completely restart this attempt. We'll see where it goes. How on earth did I already mess up? Nah, we're way too early to a song to be messing up. That's embarrassing. All right, let's give that one more attempt. Okay, let's try that one more time. Oh, okay. We will get this right one time. I promise you, chat, we will get this right. Okay. We just need to lock in on this. Let's do it. Okay, one more attempt. Fuck me. Okay, come on, one more time. Okay. That was very scuffed, but the beauty of MIDI is that we could just start clipping stuff together. Which we kind of do need the MIDI. That's the only way this is going to be able to work. Okay. What do I want to do with this is the question. There's a lot here. Holy crap. I do need to take all this, and I do need to move it down an octave. Okay, that might be a little difficult. Alright, I need to switch my headphones, because now that I'm done with the piano, those can go over there. And there go my headphones. Great. Alright, let me hear this, because I just want to hear how it sounds. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I do want to hear the majority of this, though. Just see where we're at. Yeah, okay. Let's just start working on the intro piece right here. Okay. I guess for now what we'll do is we'll turn up the velocity. I know it's playing a little quiet on some pieces. Literally because like my piano responds a little differently to what you hear in like in this virtual instrument in particular. So one thing that I first off, I love this piano. If I had the ability to plug it in and like just play for you guys, I would. Currently it's plugged into my guitar. Because I was doing some recordings last night. Um Actually, no, I wasn't. I was trying to do recordings, and then and then I fell asleep. But that's okay. So thought that so thought that matters. Right? Oh goodness gracious. Okay. The problem is with this, like I can see all the notes here. Like it's perfectly fine. Um, Finale can't, and if it does, it's gonna put them in the completely wrong spots, which kind of pisses me off. Mm-hmm. And this was line something like this. Can we hear this again? That's gonna be the hard part right here. I could theoretically just pull it directly from the project file that I have of this, but I'd rather not. And this should be over here. Okay, where are we? We are over here. I'm actually gonna go and extend these out. Because when writing, okay, so when writing sheet music, there is a big issue of like how long do I tell people to hold the note for? Obviously, that's going to vary based on person. The fact that I'm using a sustain pedal through a lot of this greatly affects my personal note lengths. But I need to accurately make sure that everyone knows how it's supposed to sound, when the notes are supposed to come on and when they're supposed to go off. And the problem is when we're overlapping stuff like this, I'm really trying to debate of like, okay, what's the plan here? Like probably this. This is the ideal. You're gonna move over there. This needs to move over here. Yeah, so this is what we were deciding on doing. Mm-hmm. Something's missing here. Something's not right. No, it's not. That's weird. It's just actually two notes. I thought it would be like one, where it's like this here. No, that's not. Hang on. Let me quickly check to see what I do to hold that pattern. So if I go. It's like right as we go up. So it's gonna hold for the full half note. Mm, yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go with that. That actually makes sense. Let's hear from the beginning again. Yeah, so these are going to be quarter notes. I think these are supposed to be 2 measures long each, which kind of makes sense. Let me get this again, just generically. Okay, there were some errors there. Where was that? Nope, it's after this. Right here. There we go, like that. Yeah, that's right. We're working over here now. That is the wrong section. I'm trying to work here. Mm-hmm. 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 The fuck am I looking at here? What is the pattern here? Da, 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 da. What am I? Hang on, that's so weird. Do I gotta move this over? Like, what's the plan here? What am I trying to do? Let me get this again? Does he go back one? I might need to go back one. See, my problem is, why is this one so far forward? I think this is starting in the right place. Something's definitely off here. We gotta figure out what the timing is on this. Can we bring it down to a 16th note? Will that make sense? It kind of would, and I feel like that might actually pad it out pretty nicely. Because I tend to speed through this part, and I'm trying to figure out... I like how you can tell when it speeds up. I'm not too terribly mad at that. How does that look on sheet music, though? Is this what we're looking at? Let's back it up a little, because I want to... Here we go. Okay, that looks a lot better here than it does here. Like, what is with the triplet? Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of differences between, like, what we have here. let's take it out of that mode. Deselect those, drag these over. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. I need to figure out what on earth I'm doing with this. Probably like this. Dun, 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 dun. Something simpler. I'm gonna go ahead and bring these down just a tiny bit so I can hear. I'm just listening for timing right now. I'm trying to make sure everything sounds right. Yeah, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot, actually, with the more slow timing. And the best part is, once we finish this up, we can literally just, copy and paste it into the next 4 bars. Hey, Random, welcome on in. Sorry, the daily, for some reason, the daily grain sand is not working. So, next stream, tomorrow night, I will have it ready. And if you want to come and claim the daily sand one more time, it'll be worth 10 grains of sand instead of the regular one. As like I'm sorry for this happening. Water has been consumed. Thank you so much for the hydrate. But yeah, Random, how are you doing? Move over here, over here, over here. Hang on. Over here. Over here, over here. Okay, and all this needs to get, like, fixed properly. There we go. It's all good. I'm also doing well, just vibing. Well, it's good to hear that you're vibing. I don't know how long I'll be streaming. I think I have stuff that's currently, like, shifting as we speak. But once I figure that out, I'll know. But currently, the project that we're working on is people have been asking me for sheet music of a piece that I wrote a couple years ago. And I have kept saying, yeah, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, and I just haven't. So I think in the past week or something, I got a comment again asking, hey, have you finished the sheet music for this yet? And I said, no, but I'm working on it. Even though I, unfortunately, have not been working on it this whole time. It's been something that I've been putting off. I've really wanted to do it, and I've really wanted to share it, but it's just it slipped under my radar of so many other projects to the point where it faded to obscurity. So we're working on it now. It is Lily Pads by Ben Prunty from the Subnautica Below Zero soundtrack. I'm writing a piano cover of it. I love this melody, by the way. This melody is one of the prettiest melodies I've heard. Yeah, okay. So the plan is we're just gonna literally take all this out. And we're just gonna replace it with this. We'll accept that. What the? Okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't even know why I bother. Like, what's the point? What's the actual point anymore? Can't do that? Is that a thing? Nope, that's not a thing, apparently. Yeah, because those two overlap. And it also needs to be playable by a human, and not by a machine. So, here's what I'll do. I'm going to copy and paste here. I'm going to take you, copy, and I'm going to paste you here. Okay, guess that's not allowed. I guess that's illegal. Let's try here. There we go. That'll work. Okay, let's try that now. There should be another one right here somewhere. Okay, well, I guess maybe this isn't the best place to put it. I'm gonna go ahead and back this up and put it right here. That's still not an option. Great. Da, 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 da. I know what the problem is. Hang on. Here's what we'll do. Minus U. I'm gonna take that and we're going to do the same thing that we did, but with these. Because that's how it should be. You go right here. You go right here. Both of you need to be 2 measures long. Thank you. You know, I'm gonna take a small break from this just so I can listen to this track once again. Because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard this track in a hot second. If I have, it's been while I've been streaming and it hasn't like hit the same way. So I just wanna play this beautiful track. Track 32. I'll put it right here just so we can all see it. Because this is my favorite track of all time, like from any soundtrack. Honestly, it's pretty up there with my regular music I listen to. See, okay, these arpeggiations are really hard to do. I feel like the arpeggiations are real. So that's one thing that's like that unfortunately cannot translate over to piano. But I am really happy with the fact that we have two different patterns in here. We have these patterns right here, which sort of imitate the. So they imitate the little arpeggiation bells that we hear right here. And then for these new arpeggiations that come in, that's where this new pattern arises from. So the main thing that I'm trying to do here is keep the same length. And the fact that we have two different arpeggiation patterns that come in and the song builds in a way that I unfortunately cannot do that well, both from like a personal like experience point of view, but also from like a instrument point of view. Like this is very like sound and texture based, versus we're using a piano, which we can't really texture that well. So all of that in mind, like yeah, I like the fact that we have like two different patterns that we swap through. And yeah, overall though, I think we did some really good work. We got a really good like MIDI recording down, and we're currently working on it. We're already 32 measures. We're already a whole minute into the song, which is pretty nice. Even though it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it kind of is. These arpeggiation patterns are so fucking tedious. Trying to figure out how to do them well, how to, and I'll make sure to like put in like the sheet music the fact that they need to be, they can be vamped, they can be alternated and adjusted in any way. I don't know where the sheet music's gonna go, in all honesty. I think for now my current plan is just like a Google Drive and just have people like download it as they please. Besides that, I think maybe now would be a good time to start setting up a merge site. Start writing sheet music for all my other pieces and just put this one there, but for free. So it's not mine. This is not my music. I'm not going to make people pay for it. This is a passion project, and I will not like let money be like a factor in this. I want other people to have this. I want other people to use this because this is such a beautiful piece, and I want it to be shared. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. Yo, Kiki, thank you so much for the follow. What's up, Kiki? We're doing a work stream right now, where I'm just currently working on music. Here, I'll play this from the beginning. It's just piano. We're doing a sheet music thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and just turn on the sustain the whole time. I think that'd probably be better. Give me links to the automation. There we go. Probably should have been falling earlier. No, you are completely okay, Kiki. Hello. I need you to... Oh, I know why that's not doing the thing I wanted to do. Yeah, okay, hang on. Yup, there we go. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to do that. Hang on, not that. Not that. That. Okay, and then we're gonna go from here. Also, I don't know how you're streaming right now. I'm like dead after yesterday. Kiki, I've been up since 7. I got home at 4. I've only slept 3 hours, not running on any coffee. It is just pure, like, pure free will. I got shit to do. I think that's just the basic way of putting it. The music stuff will not get itself done. Stayed up till like 4 because I couldn't sleep. Woke up at noon. Oh, sorry to hear that, Kiki. Did you at least sleep well for the time that you did? Yes, very nice. That's good. I'm glad that you slept well. Okay, and everything after this point is completely unquantized. So this is freestyling from here. I think, what do I want us to do this one? A little bit of problems here and there. And then here's where that final part comes in that we need to jump to. I do want out of bed though, but I'm trapped by cat. I'm sorry, Kiki. You have to stay there. It is by law that you cannot move the cat. I don't know what it is about like just this melody. I love it so much. And I think it might, maybe it has to do with this key. I could go on for hours. I love vamping like that. It's so cool just to improvise. I've been here for an extra hour because of her. I know I know that long. Well, at least you honor it. That's a very important thing. Best part of music, right? It is. It really is. I love just having the ability to do that. Yeah. Ah, I love it. Okay, unfortunately though, I do have to start getting ready to go. Um, I have someone waiting for me that I need to go meet. So unfortunately, we'll have to pick this up tomorrow for Music Monday. I'm super excited. There's some stuff for Music Monday that I have not shared yet. If I hit open recent, ooh, what's that? What's that? That came in last minute. Unfortunately, yes, but also this wasn't a pre-planned stream. The work streams are 90% impromptu. It is me just straight working. I'm not being like full entertainer, like full content creator. Um that is usually for Music Mondays where I break down stuff. I am talking about how the music is written, sort of what the themes are. And yeah, so we got a whole lot of stuff here that I have in the works that I will not share until tomorrow night. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to stick around. We'll be live 8:15 tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. That's fair. Yeah, love the spontaneity. I know, right? It's great. It's fantastic. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me on today's stream, but unfortunately, I have to tune out. So I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.